A thrift haul with DIYs. I'm Jamie, the crafty DIY guy. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, you guys, now whenever I go into a thrift store, I am always looking at just different things. I try to not go into a thrift store with the idea of I'm going to find XYZ because I never ever end up finding that. But this time I found a lot of really cool things. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to show you the item I got, and then I'm going to show you how I DIY'd it. So let's jump into the very first item. It's going to be perfect for all kinds of fall floral ideas, but it's also going to be something that you can use all year round. I found this great wooden crate, and what I loved about this is that it is wood, so I'm going to be able to sand this down, which is going to be perfect. But also what I really loved about it was that it came with this plastic insert. Now, I've already tested this plastic insert out, and this plastic insert is waterproof. So you could either put floral foam in here, or you could put water in here and put real flowers in it. This was $2.09. I love that it's got that knot in the wood right there. So we are going to turn this into a beautiful fall decor piece. So the first thing I did was take this into my craft room. I cleaned it up really good, and now I'm taking my Waverly antique wax and I am just going to do a pretty decent coat on this. This is a grayish blue kind of wood, and I wanted this to be a little bit more traditional. So I am taking my Waverly antiquing wax and we are just going to be covering our box completely in it, and then I'm going to take my heat gun. I also did decide to go ahead and do the bottom portion of it. Why not, right? I added some Dollar Tree floral foam, and yes, I always keep my plastic on there because I feel like it helps keep the foam intact so it doesn't kind of go everywhere. And then I am mixing some picks that I picked up at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and then I've also got some floral pieces that I also grabbed from Dollar Tree. So I'm kind of mixing and matching here and really just kind of creating this fall centerpiece that I think is going to look amazing on my coffee table. I'm super happy with the way this looks, and I really love it. Now, this next item I grabbed is going to be a very modern take on a kind of a classic kind of design. I love globes. I'm obsessed with globes, and when I found this globe, it is the perfect size for the bookshelf that is behind me here. And also, I really love that modern take on globes. I've seen them in stores where they're like painted solid black, and they're just like, you can use chalkboard paint, you can use all kinds of different things, and I thought, this could be a perfect opportunity, and it would save me a lot of money because this was $3.99. So what do you think I did with this one? Well, let's go find out. So it is a bright sunny day here in Atlanta, so I went out into my backyard and I took the globe apart. Whenever you're looking for a globe at a thrift store and you're wanting to do some sort of DIY, go ahead and play with it. See if it will come apart. Mine would come apart really easily, so I knew that this was going to be the perfect one for me. Now, I am going to take my globe and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of sand it, and oddly enough, this piece of plastic was on here, but it didn't have one on the other half, which I thought was interesting. So I went ahead and just took some sandpaper, and we are just going to kind of sand down this and then balance it on a spray can cap because I am going to spray paint this a matte black. Now, I did this on all sides, and then I flipped it over and did it on the other side that was kind of being held up by that stand. I also took the stand itself and I spray painted it this antique brass color, and then when everything was dry, I took it back inside into my craft room and then literally just kind of reassembled it. This was really easy to do, and what was cool about this is that those screws and everything, I had painted all of those that antique brass color, so everything worked really good and everything coordinated really well. I do have a little few areas there that you probably can see that I'm going to touch up, but really happy with the way this was. This screw at the bottom was probably the one that was the most trickiest, but once I was able to kind of figure that out, I ended up creating a very cool, very modern looking globe that I love on my coffee table. I'm super happy with this one. Now this next item is a two-part item because I found one thing that I really, really liked, which was this kind of twig bowl holder. I love the branches. I love the leaves. I thought that this could be really, really fun, but I was trying to find something to go inside of there because as you can see, it's kind of meant to hold like a bowl or something. Well, when I started looking around, I found this little candle holder. You can see the little spike there in the middle. The spike is bent, so I'm gonna have to fix that and straighten that out. But it looks like a little bird's nest, and I thought, twigs, branch, bird nest. How cute could this be? This is going to be an amazing DIY, and this is what I did with it. Now for this candle holder, I wanted to keep the twigs and the branches kind of brown, so I spray painted everything brown, and then for the basket itself, I spray painted that in antique bronze color. This is kind of my new favorite color. After everything was dry, I took everything inside, and for the kind of branches and leaf bowl that I have, I'm going to turn this into some fall decor. And so I'm going to take those leaves and I'm going to start brushing on some paint. Now, when you first start to paint over spray paint, you're going to, have to do it in a couple different layers. But as you can see here, the layers were fine because eventually the paint dried and it did end up kind of creating layers. Now, use your heat gun in between and don't worry about the color globs. Those are actually going to work to your advantage. So you're just going to keep doing this and keep layering until you've got these leaves in a position that you really, really like. Now, these particular leaves, you can see they've got a little bit of an orange tinge to them. They almost give them a little bit of a rust. Now I'm going to add some red and just literally keep repeating that same process over and over, drying in between. I did do this on both sides of the leaves. That way you saw everything. And then when everything was dry, I went in with some yellow and did the same exact thing with the yellow. Kind of going with the veins of the leaves or with the kind of the way the leaves go. I added my basket. I added a fall candle and some acorns. And when this is all done, I've got a beautiful fall centerpiece for my coffee table that I really, really love. And it is perfect for the upcoming fall season. How cute is this one? Now this next piece, I need your help because I want to know in the comments below what you would do with this. Now I believe this is like a chip and dip kind of a set. It is wood. There is no kind of hanging hardware or anything on the back. These pieces kind of go together like this. I'm thinking I could do several things with this. I could use this as a chip and dip holder. You could put the dip in a bowl and put it on top of there. You put the chips on there. I love this kind of moon that you see there behind there, and this is wood. I love the kind of, full, I guess it goes from like night to day to night. And then you've got this piece here. You could obviously put these together too. This one I am a little stumped with. I was thinking originally when I bought it, Halloween, maybe like a cool moon and then doing something else like this. But I would love to know in the comments below, what would you do with this set? And by the way, this was $2.09. Now the last item that I grabbed, this was something that was definitely something I needed to have. I immediately grabbed it. I put it in the cart. People were asking me if they could take it up front for me, and I was like, no, because I was afraid that somebody was going to take it. I found a very cool mid-century modern looking coffee table. Now it's kind of a kidney shape, and I know it's kind of hard for you to see exactly the shape of it and everything. I'm pretty sure somebody made it, which I think is really, really cool, and needs some TLC. So I am going to kind of finesse this and use this in my own living room, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did with it now. So the very first thing that I had to do was take my table and clean it off. And I did just kind of wipe it down really good. As you can see, there's also some spots here. There was like some holes here and they kind of filled it with some wood filler. So we're going to take this and we are going to sand this down. Now, in case you are wondering what I am using there, that is the Ryobi mouse sander. And I do have this linked in my Amazon store. I've also got it linked in my Walmart creator store, which you can find down in the description box. So this thing is great because it is battery operated and look at the dust. Look at how much sanding I did on this. And then after that first round of sanding, I decided I needed to go back in and do some more sanding because the color was still kind of showing through. Now, I didn't want to take the color completely away because I'm kind of going with a darker kind of Kona walnut stain with this one. So I went ahead and just kind of did one more round, and then I wanted to also completely sand the bottom of it because I'm also planning on staining that. And then for each one of the legs, I just unscrewed those. This first one I kind of held in my hand, which was a little awkward. And then the next ones, I just kind of figured out that I could lay them right on the bottom of the table there and just kind of roll them around and sand those. So I did that to all 4 of the legs and just made sure that all of that, or at least most of the wood was going away. Now, I did take a damp cloth and just kind of wipe everything down really, really good. And then I went in with my stain. Now, I am using a Kona stain. This is Varathane, and this is not a gel stain. This is a water-based stain. What is so great about this stain is that it dries really, really fast. Now, it's also almost 100 degrees outside. So this also helped, obviously, speed up that drying process just a little bit. But the one thing you will notice is that my hands get quite dirty. So if you do have some gloves, I recommend you using those because you will see kind of here at the end, my hands are completely covered in this stain. However, it ended up coming off really easily because I used something called this pink stuff and it worked great. Now, I did a couple coats of the stain on my tabletop until I was really happy with it. And then I just went over one more time and just kind of tried to go within the grain of the wood itself. Now, the table is a little wobbly. I'm pretty sure that this was kind of a handmade job, but that's okay because I love this and I'm giving it some new life. Now, I did stain those legs, but then when the top was dried, I did end up flipping this over and going back over it. Look how gorgeous this table is. I love this so much in my living room. It is the perfect complement to my furniture and to my mid-century modern style. I am in love, and this table was only $24. All right, you guys, so this last part of my Goodwill haul is going to be showing off some of the shirts that I bought. Now, all of their men's shirts are $6. You can't beat the price, especially if you can find really, really good ones. This is the first one I grabbed. I love this, thinking for the holiday season. I can wear this with denim. I can wear this with khaki. This is an Izod brand shirt. I checked it. There's no stains. There's no rips. There's no holes. And it was in great condition. Now, the other one that I grabbed was this one. It's kind of got a navy and green and kind of a very light purpley kind of tint to it, and I thought this was great. This is not a brand that I've heard of, WLTD. By the way, I wear 2X in all my shirts, and that's what this one is, and it fits perfectly. This one I'm really excited about. This one feels so good. It's super soft. Love the pattern. It is by a brand called Bonobos. And the fit is incredible. I've never worn these shirts before, and I'm super excited about this one because that pattern is going to go with so much stuff. This other shirt I grabbed, it is Purple Label Ralph Lauren, which is really expensive. And it's got the, kind of navy little Ralph Lauren logo on there. The green is super fun. It does have some like little paint stains and stuff on it, but that was on the cuff. And I always roll my sleeves anyway whenever I wear a long sleeve shirt like that, so I'm not too worried about that. And then there's also this whole like Ralph Lauren shirt thing that they're doing now, where they're taking shirts like that and then they're doing like paint staining and paint like splattering on it. So I may just do that with that and just DIY my own paint splatter shirt. This next one is fun. It's kind of a purple and pink color. This is by a company called J. Lancaster. Now, J. Lancaster actually custom makes shirts here in the Atlanta area. I keep pulling down the shirt that I'm wearing because I'm sitting on the floor. This shirt is custom made. So whomever went and had this shirt made for them, they literally picked out the fabric, they did all the measurements, and the shirt was custom made. And guess what? It also fits me perfectly. So whomever donated this shirt, if you happen to be watching this video and you want to donate a lot more, call me. I will take it off of your hands gladly. This shirt I thought was fantastic. You could wear this with brown, you could wear this with gray, you could wear this with khaki, you could wear this with jeans. Loved this one. This is by Marona, and also something that's very, very cute. And then this shirt is also another J. Lancaster shirt, and just a great fabric. Fantastic with navy, would look really good with khaki, would look really good, I even think, with gray. So that one is good. And then the last shirt that I grabbed, this is a Daniel Cremu. This is a brand that is made by Dillard's to look like it's a fancy brand, but it is actually a Dillard's brand. And this one is also one that's going to be great. It's going to go with so many different colors. Gray, it's going to go great with navy. And since I am kind of showing clients and doing more open houses and stuff, I'm going to be doing more of those types of shirts. Now, this shirt that I'm wearing, if you like this shirt, this actually did come from Walmart. This shirt is featured in my Walmart storefront. I'm a Walmart creator now, and I've got a storefront. So if you check out the link in my description box below, it is going to take you directly to my Walmart storefront. I've got some men's clothes, I've got ladies' clothes, I've got home goods, I've got DIYs and crafts. There's all kinds of great stuff. But if you're interested in this shirt, or you think this shirt would look really good on your husband or your son or somebody, check it out, because there's some different color combos and everything as well. All right, everybody, that is my DIY haul for you today, with the exception of the shirts. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below what your favorite project was. And I am so excited to not only do a haul like this, but to also show you how I incorporated them into my home. All right, guys, until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.